Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. Managed to get a code a little early for the game before official release, so shout outs to THQ for reaching out. I've only had less than 48 hours to try to cover the game, so bear with me while we cover the game. In today's video, we're going to go over the custom wrestler features. We're going to start with the males, and it loads really fast. I'm surprised. This is on Steam. I keep wanting to say Steam Deck. This is on Steam. I tried it on Steam Deck, and it runs really good. It kills the battery, though. So I played for about an hour, and the battery went down to about 60%. So yeah, it kills the battery pretty quick. And I was just making my character. So here's the character I came up with. The game is pretty limited for its creation suite. Our fears have been realized, unfortunately. They can always add on to it parts, but the actual character morphing is just not there. It's very basic. So you got your typical stuff, your name, display name, announce name is, they have a lot in here. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll let you guys do that. But my name's not in there, so for now I'm C Steels. I think it sounded cool. Then you can type in your social media handle. The one thing on Steam I noticed is that if you're using a controller, it doesn't matter. You still have to type it in. So if you are playing on Steam Deck, you're going to have to use the on-screen keyboard in order to type in your names. And it's a little wonky, so hopefully they fix that. Crowd, cheer, the usual. It has your birthday. I'm guessing that's for Elite mode. Road to Elite mode. Your hometown. There's no parts unknown or anything cool like that. It's just all real locations. Weapon of choice. I picked the skateboard because I like the skateboard. Pizza box would be cool. There's quite a bit here. It'd be funny, weapon of choice just come out with a freaking table. Then you got your poses. And anything that is locked like this, that's all the options. There's not extra stuff in the story yet. I'm assuming they're going to add stuff with updates and stuff like that because they plan to milk this game for a while. But, ooh, I like that one. That's pretty cool. And just from messing around in here and in the tutorial, I managed to get $23,000. They just give you money for completing challenges and stuff. For making a couple characters, I got tons of money and all that stuff. So I kind of like this one. It's like Wakanda Forever, but it's CM Punk. But I'll leave the one I have on. And then you got your AI type. That's how your AI counterpart will fight. And right now there's a known issue where if you're in a tag team or you're fighting your AI created character, it won't do its finishing move. They're working on a fix for that too. And then voices, you got your voices here. They all sound pretty similar. You get the gist. Now on to the meat and potatoes. Face type. For the men, there's just a few of them here. It's kind of hard to tell with the makeup, but yeah, there's not a lot of face options. Eye colors, you don't use a color wheel. It just has preset colors. There's a good range there, but it's not like the other game, we'll say. Then eyebrows, there's only, what was that, five eyebrows. And anything with that little color wheel thing on the top there means you can change the color. And at first I couldn't figure out how to do it. When you're on this screen, it says change color down there at the bottom, and that's how you go to the color screen. And when you go to change the color, there's no color wheel. It's just this. I mean, in a way, for some things, I kind of like this because it allows you to perfectly match the color in other sections. You don't have to try to guess, but there's tricks and workarounds for that in the other game. And then this blew me away. I couldn't believe they didn't have a mohawk in here. Strizer has always had a mohawk, and I was really bummed there's no mohawk in here. You can look like Kenny Omega, but there's no mohawk. Let me make sure the mic's on here. So he kind of looks like old school Strizer that I made back when I first started playing the games. I gave him long hair and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all the hair options. Go through these real quick. Hopefully they add a lot, and I mean a lot more. And the women's hairstyles are different, thank goodness. but theirs are very limited too. And we'll go over that at the end of the video, and there'll be a timestamp of where that's at, so you can just go right to it. Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out this green screen app. I think it's my lighting in my room, because I'm trying to get rid of this fuzzy aura around me, or when my arm disappears. And then facial hair. There's one beard, some stubble, a mustache, slightly more stubble, goatee stubble. Not a whole lot. Now, got your porn stash. You got that. So hopefully they just need to add tons of stuff to this. And the way they have it set up, it should be very easy to add. Then you got your body type here. You got somewhat fat. It's kind of like the old games where you're fat, but you're still buff. Kind of like E Honda in Street Fighter. Skinny, regular size. I picked the super jack size. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm just going to hit B button. Then you got body hair. You can change the color of the body hair. Only a few options there. Then body settings. This is all you can adjust, and it barely does anything. I'll just mess around with it to show you. You can make yourself all smooth so you're not muscular at all, but it doesn't really do much. Like, it does very little. Except for my guy looks friggin' jacked. Alright. So that's pretty much the body morphing. That was it. That was it for the body morphing. On to ring attire. Alright, let's just go through this real quick. Anything with a color wheel you can change. Anything not, you can't. And there's a lot of things, like the hairstyle I used makes it so I can't use certain clothing options, just like in the other game. That's pretty cool. Ninja hat. You can change the color of that too, that's cool. Bandana. I might have to go Clint Griffin in this game, not Strizer. Hockey helmet. And see, it won't let me wear the football helmet because of my beard. Raiden hat. Samurai stuff, awesome. Wrestling. It does go down here, and it has a bunch of hats with the in-game characters' logos on it. Then it has your country's flags on all the hats. I think that's pretty cool. You just want to do that. But there's no, if you've noticed this, just pick one with the color. I might mess up. Yeah, I can always fix it. There's no option to add decals or paint or whatever to anything. That's it. And not even to your skin. There's nothing like that. Not yet. So, yeah. Keep that in mind. Alright. And the slight screen tearing is my PC. It's not the game. it's not the game. The game runs great. Then we got some sunglasses here. I might have to use the sunglasses. I like these ones. It's funny, my character in No Mercy, if you watch that video, he just has sunglasses. And he has a mohawk, but they don't have it animated up, so it kind of looks funny. I wonder if they had to change these to 2023. I'm guessing they were 2022 when they were making it for the longest time, and they're like, we better change those. But that's it. That's all the sunglass options. On to masks. That looks pretty cool. I can't use that because of my beard. I wish the top of this is open because it would be awesome to have the hair sticking out. And I'm curious what colors. Some of them have multiple color spots. Only one color spot. What can you change? Just that part of it. And it kind of changes the hue of the whole thing. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I just sneezed. Alright, make sure this is back on. Okay, here we go. So yeah, that's a cool mask, but again, very limited. There's this awesome Andrade's mask. That's really cool. I would be using this, but it covers the eyes. You know what? I'm going to buy that. I want to see what it looks like with different colors real quick. Yeah, it does change the whole thing. Okay. That's pretty cool. You know what? Screw it. I'm using it. Alright, then accessory. Got nose rings, earrings, cat ears. It's funny how some sections everything's locked. It's like, let's just pick random stuff to lock out. And it's big devil horns, Liger's headpieces, and then all the earrings and nose rings and stuff. Your typical. I like how they have more nose ring and piercing options and other stuff. That's funny. Then the face paint. Let me go remove this so you can actually see it. Here we go. This almost broke me because I love face paint, mix and matching it, making it my own. You can't even change the color of like hardly any of them. So I hope they fix this really fast. Like the fact that you can't just change the color really, really kills it for me. And that's it. That's all the options. Yeah, you can't change the color of this one. So I picked this one because at least it has orange on it. And it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I was like, oh. And they have more scar options than they do face paint, which kind of blew me away. I'm like, really? You took the time for scars, but not face paint? Okay. Well, that's it for the head, up to the upper body, left arm. You got your basic elbow and arm pads. You can change the color of those, and then these are all preset camo. You can't change the color of those, so that's it for the arms, and they're both the same. Then you got your wrists. Most of this stuff is pretty generic. I was kind of bummed they didn't have arm tassels like Ultimate Warrior. That would have been cool. But they probably didn't have time to program the physics of that. So you got your hands all wrapped up. Diamond bracelet, arm things. So like I said, the foundation is here. It just it's just such a bummer because we waited so long for this, and it's bad. It's bad. Like everybody's character, if they use created characters online, there's gonna be a lot of duplicates online because it's so limited. Then you got your body scars, which actually look pretty good. But again, very limited. Onto the lower body. Go up to here. You got your undies, your long undies. You got your shorts, John Cena shorts. That's funny. You got your workout shorts, your pants, and you can't, like I said, you can't add decals or anything to it. It's just that's what it is. And only very few have color 1, color 2 options, which is a bummer. So I hope they go nuts and just add tons of stuff to add new challenges or the daily challenges, and just add creative content out the wazoo, because this is pretty bad for a 2023 wrestling games creation suite. And some people will say, oh, it's better than nothing. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. And then I can't even wear these because I got pants on. That's funny. It's got knee pads, all generic. Hey, they have Stone Cold's knee pad. Heck yeah. That 10 out of 10. And the boots options are pretty limited. You can change the string color and the actual boot color for that one. Let's go to this one. Some of these are pretty cool. But you got sandals. You got slippers. That's about it. You can't change the color on this one, which looks really cool. Like adding in the decals and stuff, that's probably a whole programming nightmare, and they probably just didn't have time to do it. You can tell this was the last mode they were working on, and they had to get the game out. Then we got bodysuits, which probably won't show because of what I have on. So let's go back and take these off. And hopefully it'll let me do it. Alright, here we go. Bodysuit. So you got your generic wrestling onesie. It won't let me use that for some reason. Probably because of my boots. Okay. This one was pretty cool. I kind of like this one. You can change the color of this one. Both of it. So I can make it blue. Oops. Come on, go back. And orange. If I wanted to. But you can't add anything else to it. So there's that. And then it covers my cool tribal stuff. Then we got the Owen Hart onesie. We got the giant one. Then you got your jumpsuit, your baseball suit. I'm not quite sure. Oh, football suit. Okay, and then you could be a bear. That's awesome. In fact, I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna see what it looks like with the colors. Color one. It's got 2 colors. There you go. Oh, cool. I could be a giant polar bear. Is that the face? I'm guessing next. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there you go. I could be a big cartoon polar bear. That's funny. It's funny because it reminds me of the old wrestling games where you could do stuff like that, where it had like the knight armor and the Indian headdress and all that sort of stuff. But so that's pretty much it for the men's. Put my pants back on here. Back, I'll just hit B button and it'll go back. Then you got your entrance attire, which adds top and jacket. There's a few jackets in here, and it won't let me use. Well, I'm going to use that. That's pretty cool. I like that look. Although the hair's going through it. I can see why it doesn't have community creations, because everybody's creation will look the same. That's where mods, I think, are going to come in and fix this big time. So the PC version could end up being the de facto version unless THQ and Ukes really add to it. Oh, cool, I can use it now? Heck yeah, I'm going to use that. Entrance motion you currently have set cannot be used with this attire piece. That sucks. So I have to change my motion. So now the entrance itself is affecting what you can wear in your entrance. That sucks. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Then you got your other generic stuff. This is pretty cool. I like this. Jericho's jacket. And you can't change the color because it's his jacket. That was one thing that annoyed me about Xenoverse is the in-game characters, their actual costumes, you could not change the color of. But you can change the color of generic stuff, which was very limited. And that's how this is too. So that's about it. And then the tops are all pretty much, hey, you could be Roman, early Roman. Hawaiian shirt. This one you can change the color of both. I messed around with that. In fact, I think that's what I had on. And then everything with their logos and stuff on it, so you could use that if you wanted to. It looks like you can just make your character be a fanboy, which is kind of funny. And you got your street clothes, which is basically the same stuff that you could pick in the other spot. So during cutscenes and stuff, I'm guessing that's what this is. Then you got your moveset, which will be a separate video because there's quite a lot in there. And you can copy movesets of other characters. That's what I'm going to do because when the character itself is so limited, I don't really care what my moveset is. I'll just pick someone I like and just do that. My finisher does look awesome in this though, so give it that. Then we got create an entrance, which I'll save for another video because there's a lot in there too. Alright, so on to the female character creation. I'm going to hit B. Hopefully it doesn't delete it. And it loads. I'm amazed at how fast it loads. Online features will not be available. That's fine to me. I'm just hoping internet doesn't crap out on me again. I've had to restart this video twice because of all days for this thing to go up. It started screwed up now when I'm trying to record this. Alright. On to the female character creation. Same thing. Profile. name, everything, face type. There's even less for the women. There's 4. Eyebrows, bunch of eyebrows, eye color, hair. Here are all the hair options for the women. Just go through these real fast. And it's cool as you can star it, so you can save it for later. I really hope they add more, because is that the exact same thing? Oh, one's slightly shorter. Okay. Yeah. And it took me a minute to figure out how do you change the color? Right there, change color. And it's the same color wheel that everything else uses. And then body type. There's 4 for the women. And that's about it. You can barely adjust it too. It doesn't really do much. A little thicker. But the body morphing, I was expecting way more body morphing options. Weight and everything. I'm just gonna hit B button. Yeah, that's basically it for that. Then ring attire. Ooh, I got 2 new ones, it looks like. Probably the 2 things I bought. And it's all the same parts as the men's. Glasses are all the same. Masks, except for a few. That's not in the men's. Ooh, you can change the color of that. I might have to use that. And then, of all things to have, they have Scarlet Witch's headpiece. I think that's hilarious. I think it's really funny. Oh, cool. And I bought this. Okay, everything else is the same. Accessories are the same. Face paint is the same. Scars are the same. And then upper body. So when you're creating your entrance suit, there's no top there's no tops. It's just brassieres, which is weird. And that's it. That's all you can pick. You can't put a shirt on. You can't do anything. That's it. Just these. I'm like, you could have one for your entrance, but that's it. I'm like, what? And you can't change the color of the in-game wrestler's attire, which is, So the men's is really limited. The women's is even more limited. And then it's the same elbow pad. Well, wait a minute. I think they are different. I think there's one different one. It's this one. With the heart on it. That's it. It's the only thing different for the women. And then the wrists, I believe, are all the same things. Yep, it's all the same. Accessories. These are all the same as well. Scars are the same. And then the bottoms. There's only 3 in-game character ones. And then the generic ones up here, which you can barely change. And it has the same knee pads, except for the heart one. Same footwear. Except for, of course, the high heels. Although, hey, some men like high heels. You never know. On to the full body suit. Well, let me show them. Oh, stupid thing. Let's just go up to here. Well, let me do it now. Okay, there you go. Full body suit. And it's not two-toned. You can only change the upper part of the red. That you can change the outline color, not the black. And I haven't used this yet, and it still won't let me show it off. I wonder why it won't let me use it. Probably because of the hair. Then maid costume, and then the bear suit again. And then body paint. I think I forgot to show this on the other one. It's the same as the men's, but here is the body paint. I think that's really cool. I wish you could change the color of these. I picked the Indian one for the male character, and then you got the Hulk. They go nuts with those. I'm kind of excited about that one. And then tattoos. I think I forgot to show this on the other character too. They don't have them broken into different sections. They're all just lumped in here together. Arms, backs, legs, chest, everything. So I'll let you guys go through that. I'll skim through it real fast. And you can't adjust them anywhere or anything like that. They're just, that's where they're at. That's it. And you can't even change the color of them either. So there's that. And then the same thing, entrance attire, tops. This is where you can put tops on. Only during entrances, which is kind of weird if you ask me. And the jackets, some different ones. That's pretty cool. Got a whole lot of different ones. Yeah. Yep. And then street clothes, I believe, are the same as the other ones. Yeah, it's all the same. Okay. And then your moveset. So that is custom wrestler. I'm starting to get why they picked custom, the word custom instead of create, because you're literally not creating anything. You're just customizing the character model. So it makes sense. It's a good choice of words. As soon as they said custom wrestler, that was a huge red flag for me, and now it makes sense. It's not the worst character creator I've ever played. I mean, look at 2K Battlegrounds. I would argue that's probably the worst. One of the worst. I've played dozens and dozens of wrestling games with much, much worse character creators. This one's a great start, and it makes me hopeful for future games or DLC or whatever, or add-ons or whatever, however they approach this. The foundation is here, just like the old wrestling games. It's like starting over all over again. I've been here since the beginning. I know what's going on. I really hope if we do get another game, if they do this again, unacceptable. Absolutely. It's going to have to totally be a huge upgrade for the next game. Because if they try to pull this crap again with another game, no, then there's no excuse. This should be their main focus in the next game, with making it look prettier and all that stuff too. But creation mode is so important to the life of these games. I know a lot of people don't care about Create a Wrestler, but if you want characters that aren't in the game anymore, like the next game, Kenny's probably not going to be there if he leaves the company. Cody's not there. Tons of wrestlers aren't going to be in the game that were in the first game. And if you want to make those characters, you can't go download them from Community Creations. You can't even make them. That's why character creation is so important, because all the wrestlers they took out of the game, the motions and moves are still in there. You just have to go make it yourself. They can't legally put them in there officially. So that's why character creation is so important. And if people like me who like to make their own characters, I spent almost 200 hours on 2K23 just making characters. I barely played any of the modes. I just like making characters. That's my favorite thing to do. But anyway, so that's the character creator. We'll do create an arena and all that in a separate video. This one's probably like 30 minutes long. Thank you for watching. Stick around on the channel for more videos, and stay frosty.